Stephen Mark Ryan tweeted about Tesla, and Elon Musk just responded. Long-term thinking will be rewarded, he said. Stephen said, not sure what parts of drive down market as fast as possible and drive down the costs as fast as possible people do not understand. Tesla will keep driving costs lower, passing cost savings on to consumers and selling more vehicles. They told us that back in 2006, 17 years ago. Here is a screenshot of that master plan from about 2 decades ago now. It says here, unless you understand the secret master plan alluded to above, almost any new technology initially has high unit cost before it can be optimized, and this is no less true for electric cars. The strategy of Tesla is to enter at the high end of a market where customers are prepared to pay a premium and then drive down market as fast as possible to higher unit volume and lower prices with each successive model. In keeping with a fast-growing technology company, all free cash flow is plowed back into research and development to drive down the costs and bring the follow, meaning lower prices, cheaper vehicles on products to market as fast as possible. If you go to my Twitter account, you will find this link, which will show you the most detailed history of Tesla's pricing of the last few years I have personally seen so far. The standard range Model 3 is still substantially more expensive than it used to be before, and especially compared to when it was first launched. Looking at the long range Model Y, we can also say the exact same thing. It is still substantially higher compared to before. And can you believe that the Model S used to be about $70,000 at one point? We are so far away from $70,000 currently. I was listening to Rob Maurer the other day from Tesla Daily, and he said that Tesla reported before that their margins, actually the costs to manufacture the Model S after the refresh got lower, not higher, yet they are selling these for higher prices. The same is true about the Model X as well, and I will be not surprised at all if we see more price cuts, especially for a Model S and X, because that's literally what Tesla said to us they are going to do long term. They want to bring down the costs, not increase the costs. Of course, if we are going to have a huge backlog of vehicles, then Tesla will have to increase the prices to avoid a backlog of 5 years. Tesla is also a business, but they are focused on getting the costs as low as possible, and then to stimulate demand, the primarily way to do so is through price cuts. That has always been Tesla's strategy. Tesla is going for the mass market. Demand for compelling EVs is near infinite. The keyword there is compelling. Affordability is the obstacle, not demand. Tesla's 2030 average selling price will be about $30,000. Currently, it's about $50,000, still with industry-leading margins. People who do not understand this do not understand Tesla's master plan. Last year, Tesla's average selling price was $54,000 almost, but this year, because of the price cuts, it will come down perhaps to $47,000-ish. Tesla, of course, will continue to drive their costs down, pass those cost savings on to consumers, and sell more vehicles. You are welcome to tell Tesla why you have a better strategy, and maybe you do, but Tesla is doing exactly what they told us they would do 17 years ago. There are more than 2 variables here, but the 2 that Tesla really focuses on are desirability and affordability, which research and development improves a lot. On Twitter, Ross said, I love that I am the bad guy because I want Tesla to educate the public about its products and services through advertising and improve the customer experience. Hate as you like. And then Farzad says, you're not the bad guy. You are a very valuable voice in the community. You are just wrong a lot. Razad is dropping some bombs on Twitter there. We have some good news with full self-driving beta new updates. The newest version is now rolling out to customers. The first major wave went out to customers yesterday. Sawyer is also among one of them. I'm a little bit jealous because I'm still on 10.69 version. Omar is teasing us, saying that the newest version is great, still a few kinks to work out, but dramatically better. Elon also just explained why full self-driving sometimes is overly cautious. We need to predict what pedestrians will do based on their behavior, including limb angle and direction of sight. Full self-driving currently sees all pedestrians as cuboids, so is overly cautious. Also, diffusion seems to be more compute efficient than transformers for vision. Dylan Loomis from Electrified has some wise words to share with everyone about Tesla stock. A lot of chatter about Tesla stock, growth rate slowing, demand falling, advertising being needed, etc., etc., etc. Not to oversimplify, but call me when Tesla has a car on the market for $25,000. With factories ramped up in a lower interest rate environment sometime on the other side of this recession, when inflation is hopefully under control and everyday families aren't bracing for potential job losses. I know multiple people that are wondering, am I gonna keep this job? What is going on here? Now, some are not afraid at all, but many are surprisingly worried, actually. We'll see about demand problems then. It's all cyclical. We are entering or are in a slowdown, but like everything in life, this period will not last forever. Zooming in can be helpful and enjoyable, looking at each quarter and the deliveries and everything, but don't ever lose sight of the bigger picture. This is looking good. Tesla has started hiring for dozens of Giga Mexico positions for factory construction and other operations in the country, so the progress is looking good so far. The total planned investment in the factory is about $10 billion, generating 10,000 direct jobs and 25,000 indirect jobs, says Tasmanian. And production capacity of a factory will be 1 million cars per year, which I think is actually going to be a whole lot higher. That would be extremely conservative to say. Tesla is currently mostly hiring for construction-related positions, but actually there are a few manufacturing positions as well, head of Gigafactory facilities, head of project controls. James on Twitter said something that he said may seriously trigger everyone. Deep breath. Ready? Here it is. Tesla is not reducing prices for the mission. Tesla always aims to maximize profit. Stop the madness, says James. Of course, Tesla does need to make a profit. The mission of Tesla is a big part of what Tesla is, but also Tesla did raise the prices quite a bit before. So it's not just about giving away the cars for free, is it? I understand where James is coming from, and he does have a point, but there are a few ways to go about generating more demand. Tesla's preferred tactic and strategy is to lower prices, because that way people that previously were not able to afford Tesla vehicles will now be able to afford Tesla vehicles. Tesla does not just want to advertise to people who could possibly afford Tesla vehicles and then let's get these new customers. Tesla wants to maximize price cuts first, and when that is no longer feasible, we will see eventually advertising, unless we just keep selling everything out until we get to 20 million vehicles per year, which is also a possibility. We'll see. People that are more skeptical, I think they all think that Tesla is all about just making profits. And of course, making a profit is important, because if Tesla did not, then Tesla could not bring better products to us. Making a profit is important. That's how Tesla was able to bring the Tesla Model S. Tesla sold the Roadster, made some money, put that money into development for the Tesla Model S, and then the X, and then the 3, and then the Y, and now the next generation vehicle. And that's how we will have affordable vehicles. It all comes from Tesla's previous profits, or a promise to investors that Tesla will make profits, and then investors giving the money to Tesla to execute. But it's not just about the money or just the mission. I think it's a combination of both of these things. And I think there's a balance. Many people just see or believe, oh, it's all about making money or it's only about the mission. I think it's a combination of both. And it's just all about balancing the two. And I think Tesla is doing that pretty well so far. And this is an important message to all Tesla stock investors. Make sure that you watch that video if you haven't yet, and finish it if you haven't finished watching it yet. The ending is pretty good. My name is Matt Postius. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.